Hey YouTube, MrRampro here, and this is not necessarily going to be a review, more just like a product overview and kind of like an introduction to a product. This here is obviously a Sling Shot. It is a Chinese-made Sling Shot. It's solid stainless steel construction, and it's also extremely cheap, and therefore an extremely good alternative to playing PlayStation and whatnot with your kids. So that's kind of more where this came with. I wanted to find something that me and all of my children could do together, and something that I thought was a little bit safer for the younger kids versus, going out to the shooting range and stuff like that. I do have younger children, and I think the Sling Shot is kind of keeping safety in mind. Is a little bit obviously safer. So this here is just kind of more, like I said, product introduction. You can find these things extremely cheap. Tons of different body styles and stuff like that, patterns and everything as far as the Sling Shots themselves. You can find replacement bands all over the place, and they're extremely cheap. And ammo is out in your driveway, out in your road in front of your house, in the garden. Pebbles, rocks, little BBs, shot that actually, I think this actually came with it and we haven't used, but that kind of thing. Acorns, old candy. I know that sounds weird, but we had a candy dish that had nothing but M&Ms in it. It didn't get touched through the Christmas holidays, so me and the kids went out, shot it off into the woods. So this is more just like a thing, kind of giving some of the parents out there possibly an idea. Maybe somebody that does go out into the woods and stuff like that, does camp, and would like to have possibly another option with you when you're on your camping trip, as far as maybe obtaining food or something like that. If you're doing like one of these extreme camping scenarios, or maybe in a bailout bag, it couldn't hurt. The weight on this thing is extremely minimal, and you can see paracord wrap here. This one actually came with this wrap, and it had some beads or something on it that we cut off. I know people are going to ask about this black tape. So on this, where you slide the new band in, because these bands are going to break and stuff like that. It's just the nature of it. A little slit here to slide the new bands in. Sometimes if you're drawing back, it can slide out, and you wouldn't want to get anybody hurt. So I've just taken the little electrical tape, put it on each side to keep it on there. That way, during the springy action of this band flopping back and forth, you don't have to worry about it coming off or anything like that. Maybe tearing on some of these sharper edges and stuff like that. So that has happened too, where it's been half out and the tube is actually torn. Now these are not the best bands. There's upgrades for them and stuff like that, but this is more just for, parents that would like to do something different with their kids. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. That's a great deal. Grab a couple of these, go to the beach and shoot seashells or something like that. So that's really more what this is about. Definitely not a product review or endorsement by any means. They're cheap. I think each one of these things was maybe $4 a piece. Either way you slice it, yes, there's probably American-made versions and stuff like that out of there, but I'm not trying to spend a ton of money on something that's not going to get used tons. We carry them with them. You can leave them in the truck, leave them in the car, whenever you're out doing something. If you're going to the park or whatever, put it in your pocket and kind of, do something with them like that. So, and it also has other options available to it, like I mentioned earlier, the camping capabilities and the hunting capabilities with it. Obviously, I think you would want to upgrade from these bands for something like that. Get some the max stretch out of it and the reach. There's a lot of other great videos on Sling Shots and wrist rockets and all that kind of stuff out there. So check some of those out, and it's kind of like a golf club. You keep a golf club in the back of your boat, you can hit seashells out in the ocean, that kind of thing. I don't know if you guys are into that, but we used to keep a baseball bat down at the beach house. You could go out to the beach, pick up shells, and hit them out into the ocean. So it's kind of just one of those things you can pick up and use anywhere kind of thing. You're bored for 20 minutes here or there. So enough of me rambling about that. Definitely recommend spending time with your kids, and definitely recommend something like this as a good option. Keep safety in mind, safety glasses, that kind of thing, which it's kind of a pain, but I'd rather my kids wear safety glasses and feel a little silly for a minute or two than get popped in the eye with something like this. So keep that in mind too. And you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.